points in the game. college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Southern Mississippi Golden Eagles, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Power football with the run. Picks up the first down. Breaks into the open. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call. And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too. It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for the responsive lines.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
Brown will throw it. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with results of the play. The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on 3rd down. Using his feet. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understanding what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough.
Ready, fight.
From the gun, looking for a man. Pulls it in. It's Farmer. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Wide open downfield. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. The Dogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. Gonna take a shot. He's got it! And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go-round, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough to get run by. He makes the catch and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top because this guy's speed is a problem.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the scoring play coming on a 56-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Golden Eagles moving quickly to the line. He's got it on the right. There he goes. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Mississippi. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
And if you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he puts through the extra point. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Makes a move. Got a little room. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Looking to scramble. On the run, fires downfield. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Southern Miss.
This Dawg crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on 3rd down. Looking left. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Well, the defense is waking up now, right? The first drive, they allowed a touchdown. They were a bit scrambled. They kind of all got together, rallied on the sideline. They've been pretty lights out since. Forced a punt on the last possession. They've now got the offense set up in fourth down again. Great job there. Pass defense, third down. This defense now starting to put it together.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
They're dealing with a second and long. Here's the handoff. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps, everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Can't make the catch on third down, and the rarest of drops for this guy.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at fourth and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Quarterback making checks. On fourth down, looking to pass. And they can't make the connection on fourth down, and they'll turn it over.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. Brown wants to pass. He's going for it all. Finds a man in the middle. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. They keep count of their number of explosive plays, and that last one has them set up 1st and 10 at the 19. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
Throws to the tight end. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
And you want the interception on defense, but most of the time coaches are preaching, knock the ball down, knock the ball down. It's not because they can't catch. They really don't catch one. But the defender's main job has to be separating that ball.
happens in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Southern Mississippi Golden Eagles, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Golden Eagles will put total weather to crank us up. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Got the quick pass. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
Nice throw, nice catch, great completion of that out route. Sometimes those quarterbacks, when they see that early, they can make that jump and get that pick 6. So those are dangerous routes to throw, but it worked for him there.
Buys a little time with his feet. Finds his tight end. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
This guy just is so comfortable running routes, and he has such a good feel for those soft spots on defense there. They're playing zone coverage, so he's able to find that pocket, make it easy on his quarterback, and they pick up.
There he goes! The 20. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Dogs!
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they knew how to close the deal, rolling double nickels and the 55-yard touchdown run. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Just one of those mistakes that can happen as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Brown will throw it. Fakes the grab. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. And the Golden Eagles will hustle to the line. Looking to the big tight end. And wings it incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Leaves it with the running back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. The Dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on third down. Off the play fake. They're working that left side. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. The Golden Eagles are moving quickly down the field. Running back searching for a hole. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run it from the gun. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Southern Mississippi.
It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Thought maybe they would consider the field goal here, but the offense is staying out there on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Coming out on first down with the play fake. That's reeled in. It's Farmer. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Off play action. Moving away from pressure. He'll pull it down. He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5.
It's just so nice as a coaching staff when you've got quarterbacks who make good decisions. And on a 2nd and short play, you're throwing it, you're trying to catch the defense napping, you might take a shot, nothing there. Go get it yourself. Make the right decision to keep it, not panic, and get you a fresh set of downs.
Under fire. Flips it out to the back. Turns it on at midfield. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
One of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the rest, and that generates a huge play.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play.
Got enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Give to the running back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. A run for the quarterback. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Georgia!
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On design runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. From the gun. Give on the inside. He stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Brown wants to pass. Got the back over the middle. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Complete out of the backfield. At midfield, he's got room. Wide open spaces. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Southern Miss.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy shows you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
He wants to change this route. To the air on 2nd down. Quarterback moving. On the run, deep down the right side. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. They get him down on the play, and this big-arm sophomore's not afraid to show off the gun.
I would love to sit here and tell you that was the greatest play call ever, and the offensive coordinator is a genius. I think that was some really bad defense.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Working that left side now. Just not willing to take the hit. He delivers it and gets to the 27.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quarterback adapting. Trying to make magic with his feet. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
He does a good job of scrambling around and trying to make a play, but I tell you what, you don't want to take too many shots like that. Those big hits, oof, if you get up now, you dang sure going to feel them later.
Aga trying to make this red zone trip pay off. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs.
Touchdown, Bulldogs! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
I love it. Nice play call, nice design. Get the ball to your speedster and let him do the rest. Try to find a way to isolate guys and get matchups, and you did it with your running back, slash receiver there, and he did the rest.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he's not going to take the touchback. It's great to think you're going to score every time you return it, but man, what a bad decision. He's down at the 6. Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop. Who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Unloads to the wideout. It's in! Completed. He's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
Well, a great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Brown will throw it. Makes the catch. It's Bacon. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Throws to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Made a defender miss. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked.
Touchdown, Dogs! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, take a gander at what's happening in this interesting battle in the Pac-12. Virginia has put on a majestic performance today, jumping out to an early lead and building on it from there, and now we have ourselves a blowout. They're up 14 over Stanford. If anything else happens in this one in the Pac-12 or anywhere else, we'll make sure you know about it. Back to you guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
When you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Knocked down, but not before he gets the first down after recovering the fumble.
I got to tell you, man, I'm impressed. Not with the throw, not with the decision, but how the offense flew around after the interception, getting to the ball, David, and creating that fumble.
And I think the QB breathing a big sigh of relief. You thought you made a game-changing pick, but how about flying to the football, like you said, making the tackle, getting the football out, recovering it, and, getting a first down. That's how you do it.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Golden Eagles come to the line in the hurry-up. Brown wants to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
They couldn't connect on second down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. Trying play action. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
On 4th and 9, the offense will stay on the field. Corners are going to bail. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. It's complete on the right side. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be
turning it on! Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Big play offense, and it has them threatening now. 1st and 10 from the 25. Grabbed over the middle. It's White. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll move the wide receiver. They want to run this quarterback. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Quick touch pass to the receiver. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down.
A really nice job by the defense, understanding the situation. We know they like to run the touch pass. Great job selling out, seeing it, bringing those guys right down, flying into space, getting the fast, speedy wide receiver on the ground. Nice third down stop.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Into the end zone. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Caught in the backfield, it's Dodson. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The Golden Eagles will come to the line to convert on fourth down. He tries to take the top off. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a fourth down stop.
What a great job by this defense. You get third down stop, and you're like, yes, put my hand in the air, fourth down, force a punt. They go for it, and you get a stop and set your offense up in great field position already. Nice job by this defense.
Good timing on the quick out. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
Takes the easy completion. Each brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Makes the grab. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they tacked on the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. The give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Defense playing a bail technique. He'll do it himself. Quick spin on the run. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Southern Mississippi, 7.
Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence. Looking for a huge play. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25.
Man, an almost disaster again for this offense. He's already thrown 2 interceptions.
Makes the grab down the middle. And the explosiveness, the big gainer, gets it to the 49-yard line.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion.
Oh, he's got some space. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first down.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
And the Golden Eagles come to the line with a new set of downs. Gets it out fast. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to throw again. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play. Brown will throw it. And that one is picked up in the end zone. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Gets them away from trouble